On the news tonight, Ondo police drag 4 suspects to court over missing placenta. Ondo government conducts on-the-spot assessment to erosion sites, assures residents of speedy intervention. National Assembly gets principal officers. And from the foreign scene, mayors seek end to protest in France. Thank you very much for joining us on the news tonight. My name is Oyewumi Ayenigbara. 4 hospital workers have been charged to court over the missing placenta of a baby at the health center in Imurele or Cancer area of Ondo State. Ondo Command Police Public Relations Officer Fumilayo Dunlami Omisoya, who confirmed the development, said the suspects were charged on 2 counts of conspiracy and negligence. Osrc Saeed Aribisala in this report provides an update as well as steps taken so far by Ondo State government over the matter.
Imurele in our council area of Ondo State has since been in the limelight following OSRC's exclusive report on the case of a missing baby placenta at a health center in the community. More developments are, however, emerging since the family raised alarm over the incident. Days after the report of a missing baby placenta right here at the Comprehensive Health Center in Imurele, our local government area of Ondo State, currently, the facility is now under lock on our return visits. One could only wonder what becomes of the healthcare needs of the people around this area for as long as the facility is closed. To find answers, OSRC's crew was at the State Ministry of Health to speak with the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Banji Ajaka. Dr. Ajaka, who noted that government has zero tolerance for negligence from staff, particularly in the health sector, said a committee has been set up to investigate the matter and submit a report.
Primary Healthcare Board, which is supervising the primary health, is putting his own committee together and doing the investigation. You know, their own independent investigation aside from that of the police. At the end of the day, we are going to take action, you know, based on the police report, based on our own investigation.
On the closure of the facility, the commissioner said its doors will be open to patients soonest, just as government will do more to secure all its facilities.
To maintain some relative peace, yes, I think is in order, but it is not going to be for a long period. We are trying to look at what we can do in all our primary health center all over. Like the one that has no fence now, we know it is important, it's compulsory for us to fence all our facilities.
The Ondo State Police Command Public Relations Officer Fumilayo Odunlami Omisoya confirmed that 4 hospital workers have been charged to court on 2 counts charge of conspiracy and negligence.
The 4 suspects involved have been charged to court, which includes a nurse. The nurse was the one who was on duty but claimed she was tired and she refused to deliver the woman of the baby. However, one of the staff there, who is not a nurse, actually stepped in and delivered the baby. Then we have another assistant science laboratorist there. Then one woman who was also said to be the security of the maternity home.
A chief magistrate court sitting in Owo has however granted the suspects bail in the sum of 200,000 naira and 2 sureties each. The suspects are also due to be back in court on 10th of July 2023. The baby placenta, however, remains missing weeks after delivery. Sahid Aribisala, OSRC News.
A new Assistant Inspector General of Police, Ebong Eyibio Ebong, has been deployed to take charge of Zone 17, covering Ondo and Ekiti State. This is contained in a statement by the Zona Public Relations Officer, Adeoye Akim, an indigene of Ikimitam in Itu local government area of Akwa Ibom State, and enlisted into the Nigerian Police Force in 1990. Ebong has served in different formations and capacities until recently as the Commissioner of Police, Airport Police Command, Lagos, before he was promoted to the new rank of AIG. Mr. Ebong is the 6th AIG to oversee Zone 17. Akure. The Senate has announced principal officers for the 10th Assembly. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, said the principal officers emerged by consensus. The new officers are Okoyemi Bamidele from Ekiti State as Senate Leader, Dave Umai from Ebonyi State as Deputy Senate Leader, Ali Ndume from Borno State as Chief Whip, and Lola Ashiru from Kwara State as Deputy Chief Whip. Akpabio also announced the names of minority principal officers, and they include Simon Davo, Plateau North PDP Minority Leader, Oyewumi Olariri, Osun West PDP Deputy Minority Leader, Darlington Nwakwilcha, Abia Central Labour Party Minority Whip, Rufai Hanga, Kano Central NNPP Deputy Minority Whip. In the same vein, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, also revealed the new principal officers of the 10th House of Representatives. They include Julius Inhobrere, APC Edo House Majority Leader, Aslim Abdullahi, APC Kogi Deputy Majority Leader, Bello Kumo, APC Gombe Chief Whip, Adewumi Onanuga, APC Ogun Deputy Chief Whip. Also announced by the Speaker are names of principal officers of the Minority Caucus, and they include Kingsley Chinda, PDP Minority Leader, Aliyah Madaki, NNPP Deputy Minority Leader, Ali Issa, PDP Minority Whip, and George Ebizumawo, Labour Party Deputy Minority Whip. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has opened and closed its defense on the petition by Peter Obi and the Labour Party LP before the Presidential Election Petition Court PEPC. INEC's lawyer, Abubakar Mahmood, announced the closure of the first respondent case after the conclusion of the testimony of its sole witness, Dr. Lawrence Bayodi, a deputy director in the Information and Communication Technology ICT Department of INEC. Mahmood also tendered some documents in evidence. The witness, under cross-examination, said even if blood documents were downloaded from IREV, that will not affect the physical results as recorded in Forms EC8AS, which are not blurred. Bayode also said the images of Forms EC8A captured with BVAS and transmitted to IREV are not relevant for the collation of results. Lawyer to President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima, Wole Olanipekun, said his client will open their defense in the petition tomorrow, Wednesday. In the meantime, the Presidential Election Petition Court has ordered President Bola Tinubu to open his defense in a petition by the Labour Party LP and its presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, instituted against his declaration as winner of the February 25 presidential election. The order of the court followed INEC's decision to terminate its defense in Obi's petition after calling only one witness and tendering 4 documents. Although the electoral body had informed the court of the decision to justify the conduct of the poll with 3 witnesses, its lead counsel, Mr. Abubakar Balarabe Mahmood, suddenly announced the closure of INEC's defense at today's proceedings. Tinubu's lead counsel, Wole Olanipekun SAN, told the court that his client is fully ready to kickstart his defense tomorrow, July 5, with his witness and document to justify the victory in the presidential election. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it has received 215 case files from the Nigerian police in respect of electoral infractions during the 2023 general elections. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, at a meeting with state resident electoral commissioners Rex to review the general election, said the commission is working with the Nigerian Bar Association NBA to prosecute the electoral offenders. He said the NBA has provided 427 lawyers to help prosecute the cases free of charge. Yakubu also added that the commission has received the police report of the suspended Adamawa Rec Yunusa Ari, saying INEC would soon take appropriate actions on him. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has nullified the expulsion of Senator Chimaroke Nnamani from the People's Democratic Party and described the action of the party as null and void. Justice James Omotosho, in his ruling following a suit filed by Nnamani after the SY national chairman of the PDP, Dr. Iyochia Ayu, led National Working Committee, expelled him for alleged anti-party activities, said the party lacks the power to expel him. The National Working Committee of the PDP had in February expelled some chieftains of the party, including Nnamani, over alleged anti-party activities, including other offences that infringe on the party's constitution. The court, however, held that the plaintiff was not given a fair hearing, besides the fact that only the National Executive Committee and not the NWC has the power to discipline a member of the National Assembly. It also held that the NWC cannot validly conduct a disciplinary hearing without according to the plaintiff fair hearing. You're still watching Osrc News at 7. After the break, we bring you more stories. Please stay with us.
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70 gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Wants to tell me the answer? Good. Desiree.
I give my soul. You get my time and dedication.
Hey, stop that.
You know, get waiting for life. Where I know if you do. Cause all the dream where we don't dream must to come true. It must to show for you. Cause it's sure for me. Together we will ride against the mountains away. So make you dare with me, cause I dare for you. Together we will ride against the mountains away.
Teach the advanced way with Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70 gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
àdúrà gbogbo ènìyàn ní pé kó dòdílé lórí. àjọ náà tó fi ṣẹran wà wọ́n ní ká sọ fún yín wípé.
èmi ló kàn.
agogo ti gbélé àpòmọdé. èmi mà ní ìrẹ́kọ̀. àjọ nílé nínú ọdún táwa yìí. èmi ló kàn. tí mara lè mọ́lẹ̀ nínú ọdún táwa yìí. èmi ló kàn.
Oh yes, it's your turn to become a landlord this Ilia season. Take advantage of the Adron Homes Super Sala promo and enjoy 30% discount on all estates. Get 2 big ramps and other exciting gift items when you subscribe.
Thank you very much for rejoining us on the news at 7. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. And now to the rest of the news. The Ondo State government has assured the people of Ijigba community affected by erosion that government intervention will soon get to them towards making life better at the grassroots. Commissioner for Environment Sunday Akinwalere reiterated the commitment while assessing road degradation in Ijigba community in Akure South local government area of the state. Joy Pius now reports.
Ijigba community in Akure South local government area has witnessed tremendous growth following concerted efforts by indigents to complement the redeemed agenda of Ondo State government. However, ecological problem is one of the environmental challenges confronting this part of the community. Residents in the affected area are faced with the fears of losing their property and even lives due to the threatening state of the road. Worried by the devastating effects of the scourge in the community, residents said the gully erosion site was caused by wrong channelization while appealing to government to assist the community in fixing the bad portion.
It's dangerous for the community. It's one of the things when it can even cause a damage for this community.
Before, this place is very true to the next community. But after some work that they do for this road, so that direct the drainage to here, so everything come scatter. Sometimes some people if the rain fall too much, they will leave their house.
In ensuring a first-hand information, the chairman of Akure South local government, Mr. Gbenga Olaniyi, led the government team to an on-the-spot assessment of the gully erosion site, where he said it is beyond the capacity of the people of the community.
When I first came here some 2 years ago, it was not as terrible as this. And I believe a stitch in time saves 9. Because it's obvious now that the community alone cannot address this place. And also the local government too doesn't have such finances to address this type of gully erosions. Because you can see that this gully is right there in the middle of the roads. And it has even cut the community into two to please come into our assistance at this particular timing.
While inspecting the area, the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Sunday Akinwalere, said government would always support communal initiative targeted at grassroots development and assured that the erosion site will be visited.
This is pathetic, and this is part of the thing that Mr. Governor would not want people to experience. But the best we could would be to package the whole thing and submit to Mr. Governor for his consideration, and I'm sure he would definitely approve for this erosion site to be visited so that people will get the succor they needed to survive in the environment.
It is hoped that the affected area will in no distant time be fixed to ease movement in the community. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board says that it stopped using the printouts currently being paraded by Anambra candidate MMESOMA Ejikeme as an authentic result in 2021. The board also reiterated its position that the UTME result paraded by Ejikeme Joy MMESOMA is patently fake. In a statement by the board spokesman, Fabian Benjamin Jamp insisted that only MMESOMA paraded the obsolete notification slip out of all the candidates that sat for the 2023 UTME. The board would like to reassure Nigerians that its system was neither tampered with nor compromised, as the candidates simply falsified a copy of a result slip of a candidate named Asimiyu Miriam Omobolanle, who sat for the UTME in 2021 and scored 138. Meanwhile, Nigerians have demanded an independent forensic investigation over the trending saga between MMESOMA Ejikeme and the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAM. One of them, a former Minister of Education, Obiageli Ezekwesili, said listening to MMESOMA in the video, where she narrated her own side of the story, shows it is reasonable to request a forensic investigation to help reveal what really happened. In a post via our verified Twitter handle, Ezekwesili disclosed that she had reached out to the registrar of JAM to carry out an independent investigation. MMESOMA was accused by the JAM authority of forging a result, which she had denied. MMESOMA, who spoke in a video expressing surprise that a result she reportedly printed out from the JAM portal could be termed fake by the examination board, lamented that she was traumatized by the claims made by JAM, describing herself as a brilliant student. The Federal Capital Territory has announced the breakout of diphtheria in part of the city in Abuja. The FCT Director, Public Health Department, Dr. Sadiq Abdurrahman, who announced the outbreak in Abuja, said the disease had already killed a 4-year-old, adding that outbreaks earlier recorded in some states in January had triggered a national response by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. Diphtheria is an infection caused by strains of a bacteria known as Corynebacterium diphtheria, which produces toxins that cause difficulty in breathing and heart rhythm problems and could lead to death. The director said the outbreak was confirmed after tests of samples of suspected cases in a community near Dede came back positive. The Arewa Youth Assembly, AYA, has decried the call for President Bola Tinubu to negotiate with terrorists the same way late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua handled the Niger Delta crisis. A statement by the Speaker of the group, Mohammed Salihu Danlami, said while the group recognized the complexity of the security challenges facing the northern region, they believed that negotiating with bandits is not a viable long-term solution. While noting that banditry and other forms of criminality pose a significant threat to the peace and stability of our country, the group urged the relevant authorities, including the federal government, to prioritize the use of all necessary means to address this menace. The Arewa Youth Assembly also called on President Tinubu to take decisive action in dealing with terrorists, believing that the use of brute force within legal and ethical boundaries may be necessary to decimate them and restore peace in the country. A Nigerian lady, Joyce Ejoma, who attempted 72 hours of body massage on individuals, has collapsed. Reports said Ejoma, who had done a total of 50 hours, collapsed early today at the venue of the event in Lekki area of Lagos State. As of the time of filing this report, Ejoma was yet to return to the venue and had stopped the live coverage. The previous record was set in 2015 by Alessia Galpin in South Kalimantan, Indonesia. Galpin currently holds the record for the longest full body massage in 25 hours and 4 minutes. And the Guinness World Records Management has urged intending applicants to get confirmation first before attempting to break or set new records. GWR disclosed this in a post on its Twitter page. The agency noted that applicants should visit their website to see how the process works. Senegal President Macky Sall has declared he will not run for a third term in next year's election and the years of uncertainty over his political future. In a speech carried live on his official Facebook page, Sall maintained that Senegal's constitution would have allowed his candidacy despite having already been elected to a second term in 2019. Sall's announcement will likely quell fears of democratic backslide in Senegal.
My dear compatriots, my decision after thinking long and hard is to not stand as a candidate in the elections scheduled for the 25th of February 2024. I've made this decision even though the Constitution would give me the right to run again.
You have to respect your word, and it's this respect that has led to this situation. From now on, he will be highly respected internationally.
We need a president who takes pity on the Senegalese. We need a president who doesn't kill his people. We need a president who listens to his people.
I'd like to congratulate all the Democrats and the young people who stood to defend Senegalese democracy, because without that, President Macky Sall would have run. It's also a lesson for other African countries. I mean, people need to stand when democracy is a threat and do what they need to do.
And in France, protests calling for peace have taken place outside the town across France. They are in response to 6 nights of violent riots following the police shooting of a 17-year-old boy near Paris last Tuesday. Police say 99 town were attacked, and police are treating an arson attack on one mayor's house as a touched murder.
There were almost 300 municipalities in France that experienced this kind of violence. But there aren't places that usually see this sort of urban unrest. The national and municipal police did what they had to do in the first few days, and we can see the result.
They wanted to murder my wife and our 2 young children in their sleep and burn them alive by trying to burn down our house.
We'll continue to urge the state and the government to do all they can for us here, and we'll continue to fight for equality and social justice for Nanterre, this town that we are all so attached to.
All arrangements have been concluded for the grand finale of 2023 Ondo State Universal Basic Education Board SUBEB Basic Education School Sports Competition for tomorrow, Wednesday. The event will hold at the sporting arena of St. Thomas Aquinas College, Akure, where all winners that emerge from 5 zones, namely Akoko, Owo, Akure, Ondo, and Okitipupa, would compete with one another before the best athletes to represent Ondo State at the regional final in Ibadan and the national finals in Abuja later in the year are selected. According to the Director of Social Mobilization at SUBEB, Mr. Julius Adebayo, the winners of a number of sporting events such as Ludo, Ayolokmo, table tennis, football, as well as tracks and field events have already emerged, awaiting the friendly hostilities at the state's level. He added that the event is sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, Abuja, in partnership with the state suburbs, just as the national sports contest is taking place simultaneously across the 36 states of the Federation. Dignitaries from all walks of life, especially stakeholders in the education, youth orientation, and sport development subsectors, are expected to grace the finals of a competition designed for learners in public primary schools to bring out the best in youngsters aside academic curriculum. And with that, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at the top stories. We told you that the Ondo State Police Command has charged 4 hospital workers to court over a missing placenta at Imurili or Council area of Ondo State. The suspects were charged on 2 counts of conspiracy and negligence. The Ondo State government has conducted an on-the-spot assessment of erosion sites in Akure South local government area of the state. While inspecting the area, the Commissioner for Environment, Sunday Akinwalire, assured residents of the area of government intervention. The Senate and House of Representatives leaderships have announced the principal officers of the 10th Assembly. Okweyemi Bamidele from Ekiti State emerged majority leader of the Senate, while Julius Yobuere from Edo was named House Majority Leader. And from the foreign scene, we told you that city mayors have called for an end to clashes following the police shooting at a 17-year-old boy in France. And that's the news tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Good evening.